Running a small business means doing it all, from inventory to marketing to anything to everything. All-in-one small business owners need all-in-one connectivity to make it all work. And Spectrum Business is made to work for small businesses. Introducing Spectrum One for Business. One advanced solution with all the connectivity your small business needs for the lowest price. Reliable internet, advanced Wi-Fi with Security Shield, and a free mobile line. All for only $49.99 per month. Spectrum Business, made to work.
What do sadness or grief look like? We can't always know. Well-being starts here. The Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health is committed to your well-being. Take action for yourself, for your circle, for your community.
Are your trash bins filthy, smelly, or infested with spiders and maggots? Washbins is Southern California's #1 trash bin cleaning service. Sign up now at washbins.com and we'll disinfect, sanitize, and deodorize your bins. Just leave them at the curb, and our automated trucks will wash your bins inside and out with 190-degree water, leaving them looking and smelling great. Call or text 1-833-WASHBINS or sign up now at washbins.com. That's washbins.com.
Ashley's Stars and Stripes mattress sale is going on now. Don't miss these mattress hot buys, now only $7.99. And get a free adjustable base upgrade with an Align by Ashley Sleep mattress purchase. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
Good morning, I'm Frank Buckley. Today, President Biden is expected to address gun violence in America and demand Congress pass stronger gun safety laws. We'll have a live report from Washington.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Carlos Herrera, live at UCLA this morning, where dozens of pro-Palestine protesters were arrested last night during another round of demonstrations. Video of the clashes between protesters and police. That's next.
I'm Eric Spielman. The UN Security Council votes to endorse a ceasefire plan for Gaza and waits for an answer from Hamas. I'll have the latest coming up.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. Delta restoring a popular and convenient flight out of Hollywood Burbank Airport. We'll explain.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dana Devin. Coming up, Television Academy Chair Chris Abrego joins us to talk about the upcoming LA area Emmy nominations and why they're so important this year. We'll have it for you coming up in the Entertainment Report. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the KTLA Morning News. I'm Kirk Hawkins, filling in for Mark Kriske. And as we look live toward downtown LA, we're not exactly seeing the skyline this morning as those low clouds and fog are back in our forecast. Mainly contained to the coast and some coastal communities. We'll see temperatures hovering closer to normal today. But the further inland we go, the warmer it's going to get. 87 across the San Fernando Valley, 89 in the Inland Empire, and the high desert, we're talking 103. Some gusty winds back in your forecast for now. Let's also talk about your morning commute this morning. Back to that SIG alert. In fact, we have 2 SIG alerts that we're tracking. The 5 north at Calgrove. Right now, the 1, 2, and 3 lanes are blocked, all due to that jacked big rig truck. This is around the time CHP was hoping to clear the SIG alert, so we're still waiting on an update. Hopefully, we'll have that for you here shortly. Now to that other SIG alert at Santa Fe Springs area, the 6 and 5 north at Telegraph Road. It has been clear, but still some residual slowing. That's the latest from the traffic center. Frank, now back to you.
Protesters clashed with police last night at another pro-Palestinian demonstration on the campus of UCLA. More than a dozen people arrested after university police declared an unlawful assembly. KTLA's Carlos Herrera live in Westwood with the details for us. Carlos, good morning.
Good morning, Frank. Unfortunately, it's happened again here at the UCLA campus. This morning, operations are going as normal. We're seeing students arrive on campus early this morning, specifically here at Dodd Hall, where most of these demonstrations unfolded last night. They're getting here hoping to continue their final examinations without any further disruption. Pro-Palestine protesters swarmed the UCLA Police Department overnight. They blocked the access and caused traffic issues. The large group eventually left the area after officers ordered them to disperse. It was a long evening of protests after that started as a group of over 100 protesters gathered on campus for what they called a funeral procession-like march in honor of the tens of thousands of Palestinians who have been killed in the Israel-Hamas war. Some of those demonstrators carried what looked like dismembered bodies on makeshift gurneys across campus and gathered in Dixon Plaza, where they set up steel and plywood barricades and tents around the entrances. They also dyed the water in Shapiro Fountain red to symbolize the bloodshed. By 4 p.m., the encampment had been declared unlawful, but to no avail. About 2 hours later, UCPD officers struck the barriers of the encampment to try and avoid a repeat of the massive encampment that was dismantled a few weeks ago. But the group just moved to other parts of campus. In the Moore Hall dining area, they used tables, chairs, and umbrellas to block entrances. The group again dispersed from that area before gathering in the courtyard behind Dodd Hall. The building was evacuated after protesters threatened to burn the building down. Students taking the final exam were asked to leave. By 8 p.m., the Los Angeles Police Department and California Highway Patrol had been called for backup. A large group of officers in riot gear swarmed the protesters on a walkway. Approximately 25 were arrested. This morning, some Jewish students and faculty members say they were assaulted.
Actually, just trying to observe and see what's going on and to, support our Jewish students here. But some people got very aggressive on the other side of the issue. I was just like filming, and my phone was slapped out of my hand violently by one of the protesters, and then it got very vulgar and very violently, verbally violent, basically, just assaulting and threatening.
And dozens of those dozens of protesters who were arrested were cited and released. One protester was taken to the hospital with minor injuries this morning. University officials have confirmed there was a lot of damage on campus, including vandalized water fountains and buildings, but the mess has since been cleaned up. We'll send it back to you.
Carlos, thank you. The United Nations has endorsed a U.S.-sponsored resolution for a ceasefire in Gaza. It calls on Hamas to accept a three-phase plan, but it's unclear if the terror group will agree. KTLA's Eric Spillman in the newsroom now with more on that. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Jessica. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is pushing hard for the ceasefire proposal. This morning, he met in Tel Aviv with relatives of Israeli hostages still being held in Gaza.
They're working every minute to bring everyone home. You heard the world speak very clearly last night, the Security Council. This is clearly what everyone wants.
Blinken told the families there's now worldwide support for a deal that calls for Hamas to release the hostages it is holding. All that's needed is for Hamas to sign off.
I don't think the world could be more clear about what country after country in this region and beyond are looking for, and that is saying yes to the proposal. We await the answer from Hamas, and that will speak volumes.
Last night, the United Nations Security Council voted unanimously in favor of the ceasefire plan. The first phase calls for the freeing of the remaining hostages being held in Gaza. Maybe as many as 90 are still alive, in exchange for a larger number of Palestinians being held in Israeli jails. Israel would agree to withdraw its forces from Gaza. A second phase of the plan calls for a permanent ceasefire and then the eventual reconstruction of the territory. President Biden says the proposal originally came from Israel last month, but Israeli officials have not publicly endorsed it, and Hamas hasn't said yes either. Over the weekend, Israel rescued 4 hostages in a daring daytime raid in central Gaza. They were being held in multi-story apartment buildings near a market. The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says 274 Palestinians were killed in the operation. Israel says that number is so high because Hamas keeps the hostages in a dense civilian environment and uses its own women and children as human shields. The Wall Street Journal has reviewed messages sent by Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar to others in his organization. Sinwar is the mastermind of the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel. He's believed to be hiding somewhere in Gaza. In the messages, he calls the huge loss of Palestinian civilians, quote, necessary sacrifices, and he says those deaths would infuse life into the veins of this nation. That's a direct quote, prompting it to rise to its glory and honor. Those are his words. According to the Journal's reporting, Sinwar believes Israel has more to lose from the war than Hamas. Frank?
Eric, thank you for that. The man accused in a series of heinous crimes in Venice, including murder, is due in an L.A. courtroom today. A preliminary hearing will be held at the airport courthouse in the case against 29-year-old Anthony Jones. Prosecutors say he brutally beat and sexually assaulted two women in the Venice canals on April 6th in separate incidents. One of the victims, 53-year-old Sarah Alden, was in a coma for more than a month before being taken off life support late last month. The L.A. County District Attorney's Office charged Jones with murder with special circumstances, along with 2 counts of rape and 1 count of torture. He's being held without bail.